Healing. Today we are going to be doing Taurus monthly May reading. Alright, and that being said, for those of you guys who are new to my videos, my channel, and everything, hi, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Um, I do card readings, I do palm readings, and I do counseling. I am not a certified counselor, but I have counseled quite a few people while I've been doing my business, and my business has been running since January 8th of 2024. That being said, I've counseled quite a few people. Now, I hope y'all can have patience with me. I just got this like light ring thingy majigger, so I'm still working it out, but the good news is we can get pretty good videos and I don't have to fight with the light. Anyways, if you guys are interested in your own private reading, palm reading, card reading, or counseling session with me, description is on the bottom of this video. And, let me know if you guys would like some for yourself. Alright, now, Taurus, I have pulled out 6 cards. This month of May, you see yourself with the Four of Diamonds, stinginess, and possessiveness. This can be I'm stingy and possessive of my money. I'm stingy and possessive of finance and or people, okay? And I feel like it's between who you spend your time with and money, okay? Because this month is going to teach you about competition and disagreement. Remember to use competition as a game. It should always be fun. You should never feel like you have to be the very best at every single thing, okay? As a Virgo, I totally understand that you may feel like you have to be the highest, achiever or the best person in the job or whatever. Listen, perfection is a lie. Nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. And a lot of people that appear to be perfect either put a lot of work and effort to it or they're really good at pretending to be okay. All right? Anyways, when we're competing, it's okay to have goals that we compete with ourselves in for this month. It is okay to, sorry, I'm fighting with a candle thing, but I guess it'll happen when it happens. Anyways, like I was saying, right? Competition should be a game, it should be fun, it should be something enjoyed. A lot of times we compete with ourselves and we pick the biggest and the baddest goal to come after instead of pacing ourselves and taking it one step at a time. We just decide to go over there and try to tackle the most difficult one to handle. Okay, I'm guilty of it. I really am. Or we're competing with people who are not competing with us. For those of you guys who've seen my videos before, you know that I have siblings. Counting myself, there's 5 of us. I have an older sister. I'm the second oldest. I have a sister below me, a brother, and a little sister after that. And all my siblings have something that I want, okay? And I envy them for it, I do. It doesn't mean that I hate them. I love them with all my heart. I think my siblings are pretty damn, cool and groovy, but I envy them. I envy my older sister for the things that she has, and I envy my brother for the stuff that he's achieving, and the littlest one for the opportunities that they have. And my sister's second to me with all the things that she has. It doesn't mean that I can't get these things, it just means right now it's not my time. Some of my siblings are married, like my older sister is. Some of my siblings have a really good job, and don't get me wrong, I love my business. But like I stated before, my business has just started. We're just entering a year and some months, okay? by next year, we'll be entering into 2 years and we'll be kind of having more of a foot in it. But my business is very new, okay? And I'm still learning a lot of ropes on how to handle and manage my own business. My other sister has her own business as someone who handles documents and papers. And it's really cool, you know? I'm really happy for them, but there's some things that they have because they're ready for it, and some things that I want that I'm not ready for. We compete with people that we're not on the same level with, okay? I know I'm going around and around and yapping, but hear me out. Really, truly sit down, take a breather, get a snack, lay back, and hear me out when I say this. This month is going to teach you about how to go after your goals and what's the right way to do it. I remember last year I was really jealous of my sister, and I talked to my mom about it because my mom gives me peace of mind. She's like my golden girl, my confidant, if you will. And I talked to her about it, and I was like, am I a really bad sister for envying my younger sister? And my mom's like, no. But you gotta ask yourself, your younger sister is ready for it, okay? For example, like I mentioned, my older sister's married. I want to get married too. But am I ready for marriage? I'm not ready for it right now. I want to have children. Am I able to provide for my kids the way that I want to? No. The reason why I'm telling you guys these personal information is not because I'm trying to make it the Mary show or the Nick show or the whatever. I'm just saying that we often want things and not understand that right now what we want is not what we need. I want to be able to build my business more so that way I'm financially stable. I have something that I can fall back on. I can provide for myself and my family without having to rely on somebody else. A lot of times, and even through personal experience, I end up having to rely on somebody financially, and every time I do, I always get financially abused. Okay? And if y'all don't know what that is, what it is that because you rely on someone to provide for you are stuck in a situation where you can't provide for yourself. And more often than not all the time, not all the time, but some of the time, you take in a lot of abuse because you can't provide for yourself. I don't want to be stuck having to rely on somebody when I could just do it myself. Yes, it's something to do with independence, but it's also for me not being put in a situation where I'm stuck. I refuse to go through that again. You know, if you've been there, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't experienced it, may you never experience it. It's a terrible situation to be in because often, more often than not, really, you get to be abused because you're not doing that much. You always get thrown in the face that it's my money, it's my house, it's my property, it's my thing. And a lot of people sometimes try to kick you out and then they bring you back. It's like a yo yo situation. They throw you away and then they try to pull you back and then they throw you away again and they come pulling you back. And it's not a healthy situation to be in. Anywho, you're going to learn how to pace yourself. You're going to learn how to use competition to build yourself up. You're going to learn how to use it and when to walk away. All right? Now, the things that you're going to be pursuing for the month of May, Taurus, is new insight and realization. You're going to see things with clear eyes, okay? Clear vision. This is the best way I can explain it. If any of you guys ever watched the show Bo Horse Jackman or something like that, I butchered the name of the show. But if you know what I'm trying to say, then you understand what I'm trying to tell y'all. There is a scene in the show with this lady who's like a pink purple cat. All the characters are people and animals. And she's like, when you're in love, and this is true, when you're in love, you see things with pink lenses. all the red flags look like normal flags because you can't see the color because you're seeing everything in pink, all the things that people do that may be an alarm for you, right? You don't notice it. But when you start taking off your pink lenses and you put on your clear lenses and you see people and you see situations and you see things for what they are, what they can be, what they will become, you start to understand a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So, with new insight and realization, you're seeing things for what they can become, what they are, and what they will be. For example, this is a Gen bottle. My birthday's in September. I like to get these for my birthday. I do not drink this all the time, okay? But it's one of my favorite things to have. And I always treat myself with this. I made this empty jar into a protection jar, like a protection bottle, okay? Put rosemary and mint and other herbs in it that's good for spiritual cleansing, grounding, clarity, deflects a lot of negativity and malice energy and stuff. I prayed over it. I have moon water and charged it. And I use it for protection charm. Okay? My thing is that yes, I could have thrown this away because after the gen is done, what can you use it for? Clear sight gives you what it can be, what it is, and what it can become. What it was a gen bottle. What it became is a protection jar. And what it will be is something that I can use and also remake again and again. Like I can make more of these because now I know how to do it, right? Just because something looks a certain way doesn't mean that it can't be something more. New insight and realization is a beautiful thing, you guys, to pursue because it allows you to look at opportunities, overcome obstacles, and have a better vision, whether it's a mental vision, a physical vision, emotional vision, or spiritual vision. All right, what you're going to be overcoming in the month of May, Taurus, is emotions and empathy. Remember how I said you guys see yourself being stingy and possessive, and I said this ties into money, right? Your finance. You're going to be able to save your money and build it up. Okay, we're not here spending on unnecessary things. We're stacking that stack. Okay. And also, we are very picky on who deserves our time and who does not. Not everybody, baby, deserves your, like, oh Lord, how do I say this? I'm gonna say it, but I hope I don't sound me, okay? Because, like, how I do these videos can sound really ghetto. I curse a lot, okay? I try not to curse as much, but I curse a lot. Anyhow, you have the six of diamonds for what you're going to be accomplishing, receiving, okay, obtaining resources and receiving and giving money. So money is going to be something you can hand out and you can also be able to get. You're going to be getting opportunities that give you steady resources. And with you overcoming emotions and empathy, you're going to be compassionate to yourself as well as to others. You're not going to be so jaded. You're not going to be so defensive. You're going to be like, okay, what is worth my time? Truly. And I think like the more you mature, not so much the more you get older, that too. Because like I told you guys many times on these videos, I'm not ashamed about my age. I'm 29 right now. And the older I get, the less I care about what people think about me. Like here's the thing. I'm not everybody's cup of tea because me personally, I'm not really a tea. I'm a daiquiri, okay? I am a adult drink in a slushy form with rainbow candy and Skittles. I also have different tastes and flavors, and I may end up surprising you with different flavors that I possess. That being said, not everybody likes daiquiri. Not everybody likes colorful candy. And not everybody likes strong drinks with fruity flavors, okay? That's all right. We're not here to be everybody's cup of tea or daiquiri. We're here to be ourselves. And the older you get, the less you care about trying to please everybody. As long as I know who I am and I treat everybody with respect and kindness, and I try to learn and be more open minded day in and day out, that's all I really care about. And I'm not going to be like the crowd favorite. You guys are going to be there doing that kind of energy for this month. You don't have to be everybody's favorite, but you do have to be very empathetic and understanding to how certain situations make you feel, how to handle it better, what do you want for yourself this month, so that way you can take it for next month and the months to come. At the same time, saving money, making sure that you're building up your stuff because God help you. You know, the gods and goddesses, divine entities, the universe, the spirits of the Most High help you if you get into a situation where you don't have enough money, you haven't saved anything, and you haven't built up your thing. You know what I mean? Saving money is very important. Getting opportunities that one, you can do, two, you have a passion for, three, it works for you, and it pays you more than enough. Like, make sure you're not just getting random opportunities, you're getting opportunities that you've done your research on. Because some jobs are really good, but they're really far away. Some jobs are really shitty, but they're close by. Some jobs are really good, but they don't pay you enough. Some jobs are shitty, but they pay you more than enough to do the job. You want a job that you're not going to go over there and hate yourself for. Do your research. There's a lot of fake ass companies, man, in this world trying to like mooch off and take advantage of other people. Know what you're getting into, okay? All right. Now, what you guys need to avoid is joy in company, friendship, and celebration. I think when it comes to this, it's not that you need to avoid this. You just need to make sure that if somebody's not bringing you peace of mind, if they're not genuinely here lifting you up, supporting you, looking out for you, being a real friend, having, like, when you're around them, you're very peaceful, everything's okay, you're enjoying your time, right? If it's not like that, don't do it. Because the Three of Spades, if I had to like summarize it as a card, like as a total, this is just like enjoying other people. This is like having a support system. This is like togetherness. If they don't bring you togetherness, baby, don't do it. Don't do it. Walk away. Because nobody is worth your peace of mind. That is, if they affect your peace of mind, they are a waste of time. And it's 2025, baby. We're not about to be dealing with all this. Okay? If you're young, if you're old, if you're around my age or the same exact age, you're going to understand when I say to you, as you get mature, as you get older, as you continue to live in this life, if it affects your peace of mind, it is not worth your time at all. Your peace of mind is important. Protect it at all costs because not everybody is so empathetic and kind. All right, what do you need to embrace, Taurus? Oh, wow. We have like two embracers. What does Taurus need to... Okay. The Ten of Hearts. Oh, sorry. The Ten of Hearts is family, contentment, and joy. So, like I was saying before, okay, be with people that lift you up. Be with people. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I thought I could see the messages, but I can't. I know that sometimes you guys leave me messages. At least it always shows like one thing on chat, but heaven help me, I can't see it. I guess probably nobody. Not a lot of you guys actually show up on these things. In defense, my business is new, so I'm not going to blame you guys for that. And also, time difference is like freaking insane. Anywho, like I said, no hard feelings. I understand. Yeah, we're about to explain this. With family contentment and joy being something you should embrace, family doesn't always have to be blood. Okay? I am lucky to have some of my blood family that I really do like, and they are wonderful. And I also have people who I consider family who are not blood related, but they are a family to me. You know what I mean? So when it comes to family, don't think that you have to have like, because here's the thing, I have people that I'm related to and I have people that I'm not. And both of them I consider my tribe. There has also been some people who've been related to me and who have not been related to me that I have voted off the island and kicked out of my life because other. So it was reconnecting. I don't know if you guys got to hear that or not, or it was just okay. The connection that I have, man, is super fucking weird. So okay, anyways, I'll try to wrap this up. You know, we don't end up losing this life. So, like I said, family is important, but don't feel bad if your blood family is not somebody you're close to. And you're close to more people who have shown you that they are family, despite the fact they're not blood related. It's fine. Family is people who look out for you, love you, support you, guide you, and accept you. Okay? And the same thing goes in return. The same thing they gave you, you give them back. Okay? When it comes to joy and contentment, happiness, and peace of mind, don't be with people that stress you out and well, there's two cards in there. Where are you going to find support, Taurus? Where is Taurus going to find support for the month of May? You're going to find support in spiritual growth and satisfaction. Now, we're going to tackle this because this is going to take some time. When it comes to spiritual growth, a lot of people think it's rainbows and sunshines and unicorns. It's all about love, light, and happiness. Before you get to the love, light, and happiness, you got to go through the trenches, all right? And when I say the trenches, I mean the trenches. I mean, you got to face all the ugly stuff first, okay? As y'all can see, because like I'm sitting down, right? You have your higher self, which is just above right here, more or less. You have your middle self, which is right here. And then you have your lower self where your pelvis is, okay? Your lower self harbors all your insecurities, you know, the negative parts about yourself that you don't like. It also is really next, like really close, if not next to your inner child, okay? I want you to think of your lower self like your kid, like the inner kid, okay? And with the inner kid, you have a lot of your insecurities, anger, stuff that you're ashamed of. You put it also by your inner kid. And then your middle self is kind of like the young adult, okay? Maybe like the late teen, early adult, the person that's kind of just thinking things logically, trying to figure out characters, wants, and needs. And your higher self is somebody that sees things way in advance, okay? Way in advance. In order for you to have spiritual growth, you got to face your insecurities, the things you don't like about yourself, the things that you hate, the things that you're scared of. You got to face it. You cannot just ignore the bad parts of yourself and only indulge and accept and see the good things. It's got to be both. Your shadow is to protect you, bro. Your shadow gives you strength, it gives you protection, it gives you power, it gives you energy. You can do a lot of things once you get used to your flaws. Because the moment that you start loving your flaws, accepting yourself for the good, the bad, and the ugly, you are now able to heal, you are able to adapt, and you're able to do much, much more. Your lighter version, your light self, if you want to, in my opinion, and how I feel like with my spiritual journey, which is different to each person, okay? I'm gonna say that right now while I'm explaining the 9 parts to you guys. One, everybody's spiritual journey is different. Two, not all of it, not all of it's gonna be the same. You may be going through the same thing, but in a different way, okay? Because it took me freaking years to get comfortable with my flaws, to face certain things that I was doing wrong, and own up to my bad habits and repeating patterns, okay? For me to heal from some of the stuff that I went through, to each is their own trauma and stuff, their own downfalls, their own mistakes. You have to admit certain things that you've done, that you put a part into it. And you also have to work on loving all sides of yourself. This is not just for women, this is for men and people, my queens, my kings, my sexy royals in betweens. Okay, all of you have to be able to love yourself for your nasty and your goods. If you can go every night and look at the stars and the moon in the sky and wonder and awe and admire and love all phases of the moon, you should be able to love all phases of yourself. That's not an easy thing to do. It is way easier said than done, but it's got to be done for you to have spiritual growth and also help you with healing. Remember when I said about healing? First step, forgive yourself. Second step, let go of situations that are holding you back. That means working on letting go of physical scars. Like, here's the thing, scars have memory and scars have feeling. If I was going over there and I was getting beaten by somebody that I loved, right? Somebody who's supposed to love me, I'm getting beaten and bruised. Yes, my bruise and my scars and my wounds heal, and some of them may fade, but the memory of those beatings is still there. There's scars in my mind, and scars in my heart, and scars in my soul and spirits that I had to work on healing. Because even though this part has healed, right? These ones have not. You got to be able to let go of those memories that are tying you back, work through them, and heal from it. That takes time. And also, you need to work on your PTSD, your triggers. Certain things you'll be able to overcome and they won't trigger you or set you off anymore. Some things you cannot heal from, but you learn how to handle it a lot better. The fourth step of healing is being able to block people who are not worth your time. Block toxic people, block abusive people, block the narcissist and the sociopath and the psychopath. Block those evil people that have been trying to dictate and destroy your life. The ones that don't give you peace, the ones that don't give you happiness, the ones that don't give you joy. You block them. And the fifth and sixth step of healing is all about learning yourself again, embracing yourself and learning new things that you didn't know that you could do. And it's a really beautiful thing. But like an iPhone, like a constant update, you are constantly healing. The spiritual journey is not a one and done. And spiritual journey can go for people who are religious or not religious. It's all about learning yourself, adapting with yourself, and embracing who you are truly, and working on things that are not helping you anymore. That's it. All right. What does your advice for the month of May stand for? Oh, please don't burn my cards. Fuck me, man. You're going to find your advice that ties into rebelling and fighting for a cause. In other words, fighting for what you believe in and standing by it. And I'm proud because you guys have been going through healing and trying to figure things out and building yourself up. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't. But you're learning how to do it. And I'm happy that you are. Where are you guys? Ooh. You're going to have encouragement and new ideas. You're going to find out new ways to get things done. Okay, so this goes for new ways of obtaining resources so you can be financially stable, new ideas on how to be able to be more connected with how you feel about yourself and others, who is worth your time, seeing things for what they are and what they can be, being able to use competition as a way to achieve your goals, not a way to go over there and dominate. All in all, you guys got this. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a wonderful night, an amazing morning, and a great afternoon. Next up, I'm going to be doing Gemini's monthly May reading. Again, if you like what I do and you want to subscribe or follow for more, please do. Also, until July 31st of 2025, all new subscribers who let me know that they subscribe can get one free card reading with, again, my playing cards, as well as one palm reading. I read the lines in your hands, and or counseling with advice, which is an hour long counseling session. You can break it up into 30 minutes, or you can just have it as a one and done. I will be able to counsel you about any and all things, as well as to not worry, because whatever we say in our session is between you and I. So long as you guys are not hurting yourself or other people, feel free. Give it a chance. And it's for free if you subscribe. So thank you guys for your love and support. As always, slay the day, be happy and be gay. And have an amazing and safe day. Peace out. Bye. I love you guys.